If you scrape or buy leads for cold email, there's a very good chance that you're losing anywhere from 20 to 40% of your lead list and wasting leads that you could be sending to. Most B2B lead lists contain a large percentage of leads that are either outdated or unverified emails. An example of this is someone who was fired or left the company they were working at, and now their email address is no longer valid. If you start to send to these invalid email addresses, you start to increase your bounce rates and slowly damage your domain reputation over time, buying yourself a one-way ticket to the spam folder. But if you only send to the verified email addresses, you start to cut your lead list down, typically anywhere from 20 to 40%, significantly reducing the amount of people that you're reaching out to for your campaigns. The real issue that you're faced with is deciding which emails are safe to send to that won't hurt your deliverability, but still allow you to maximize the amount of leads from your lead list. The catch-all domain is configured to accept mail from any person who sends an email to it. This could be, for example, companyname.com. And you have multiple mailboxes, peter@companyname.com, sales@companyname.com. And if you send an email to xyz@companyname.com, it's going to accept that email in. However, that mailbox may not exist. Most tools will label this as risky or unknown, and a lot of people will cut them out of their cold email campaigns, but when you're emailing a small market, this can significantly reduce the amount of leads that you can reach out to and almost makes the campaign not worth running. This is basically an all or nothing approach. Either you send to just the verified and you lose out on a significant portion of your lead list, or you send to the risky and unknown at the risk of sending a lot of emails to mailboxes that don't exist and burning your domains. And this is exactly why a tool like MailVerify is perfect for a cold emailer. Before launching any campaign, you can take a lead list and upload it into MailVerify. MailVerify will go through and test the deliverability to each one of those leads inboxes and then give you a report to show you which ones are verified, which ones may be catch-alls, riskies, or unknowns, as well as the ones that are not verified so you can avoid sending to those ones. If an email is marked as unknown, you don't get charged for it. So you're not paying for uncertainty and you're only paying for the emails that can actually be verified and sent to. From there, I can decide which segments I'm comfortable sending to based on campaign risk and inbox health. For example, if I'm targeting a large total addressable market like marketing agencies or business coaches, I'm most likely going to go with just the verified email addresses to lean more on the safer side. There's a bunch of different leads that I can get for these type of niches, so I can just go scrape another list and continue to just use the verified emails. However, if you're targeting a very specific niche that has a small total addressable market, for example, fitness equipment retailers on the East Coast, then you might need to use those risky email addresses because there isn't a big lead pool that you can go ahead and scrape and get more leads for. This allows me to send out more volume as well as have more opportunities coming in from my cold email campaigns. And one of the best features about MailVerify is after I'm done choosing the segments I want to send to, I can go ahead and push all those leads directly into my cold email campaigns without having to export the list and then manually import it into the tool myself. To show you this in action, let's go ahead and pull a real lead list and then push it into my sending tool, Reach Inbox. To do this, I'm going to go ahead and use Apify to scrape our leads, and then we can go and put it into the MailVerify platform. Awesome. So now I have the list. We got all 1,000 leads. I exported it as a CSV, and this is where we can go into MailVerify to go ahead and verify these email addresses. Now inside of MailVerify, you can either put in one single email to verify the single email address, or you can do a bulk verify where you can upload a whole lead list and it will verify the whole lead list for you and then break it into the segments that we just talked about before. Like I mentioned before, MailVerify has integrations where they can push your lead list into your favorite sending tools and even into Google Sheets. But for right now, we're going to do a bulk verify so that way we can upload the whole lead list and then see what it gives us after that. So we can go ahead and click Get Started, upload our CSV, and then we can choose the leads that we went ahead and exported. It's going to automatically find that email column for us. It found 2 duplicates, so it's going to deduplicate for you. And then we can go ahead and do upload and verified lead list. So after we click the upload button, it's going to start looking through all those different email addresses, and it's going to show you how many it's gone through so far. It's going to show you which ones are deliverable, undeliverable, and which ones are risky. So once this report is done, we're going to go through this so that way you can see which ones that you can use for your cold email campaigns and then push them over into our sending tool. Awesome. So now we can see it's done. Out of 952 emails, we got 88% deliverable, 9% undeliverable, and 9% risky. Let's go ahead and view these results. On this first page, it's just going to show us all the email addresses, all 952. But but then it also breaks it down into the specific segments that we were talking about from before. So we can see deliverable. This is going to show you all the emails that we can actually send to safely. It's also going to show us undeliverable email addresses and tell us the exact reason why that they're undeliverable. In the risky category, it's going to show us the risky emails that we probably should avoid, whether it's low deliverability, whether it's a catch-all inbox, or it's on a gray list or something along the lines of that. And then we can go into the unknowns. These are the emails that they're not really sure about, and we're not getting charged for unknowns. So this is perfectly okay. They're just saving us from sending to these bad mailboxes that could have a negative effect. Then we can go into the valid catch-alls, and this is exactly where Mail Verify shines. It saved us 85 emails out of this 1,000 lead list that we can now send to. And if you're in a small market, let's say your total addressable market is 10,000 people, something pretty small, and we just scraped a list of 1,000 people, we just saved 100 leads that we could go ahead and send to. You do this for all 10,000, now you have another 1,000 leads that you can go ahead and reach out to, which is going to impact your cold email campaigns and get you a lot more leads that you can then send to and get results from. And so this is exactly why we're using this tool, so that way we can identify who these catch-all mailboxes are and see if they're worth sending to. And with using this tool, now we know that. So now we have a couple of different things that we can do. We can go into the settings tab here and we can rename the lead list. So I'm going to name this marketing agencies. And we're going to go ahead and click save. So now it's going to update this lead list name. So in case you want to just verify email addresses and have them in here for later, you can go ahead and do that and keep track of which lead list you have in here. And now let's say we want to go push this into our cold email campaigns. We can go to the export tab and we can do export emails. And then we can decide where we want to export this list to. If you want to export the CSV file, you can click export list or export CSV file right here. But if you want to push it into our cold email sending tool, you just have to connect your account right here. I connect to my Reach Inbox account. And I'm just going to click on this so that way it selects Reach Inbox and click export list. Now, let's say you just wanted to upload this directly into a campaign, or you're getting ready to send out a campaign. You can go ahead and choose the upload to campaign feature. And so I'm going to go into Reach Inbox here. I'm going to go over to my campaigns and we're going to create a new one. We're going to call this marketing agencies, Mail Verify. Go ahead and click continue. This is going to create a new campaign. We have no leads in here right now, so I'm just going to back out. And now that we created this brand new campaign, it's going to allow us to select this campaign inside of Mail Verify and push these leads into here. So I'm going to go ahead and click export list. Choose campaign. It's going to look through my Reach Inbox account for all my campaigns. I can go ahead and choose marketing agencies, click save, and now it's going to start exporting those leads into my Reach Inbox campaign. It's going to take a little bit, especially if you have a lot of leads that you're pushing into there. And all the information that we had before is going to push into Reach Inbox as well. This is a great tool to add into your process, especially if you're automating cold email, because you can verify all these email addresses, get the maximum amount of email addresses that you can send to, make AI personalization, and then push all of that into your cold email campaigns. So after just a little bit, I can go into Reach Inbox, I can refresh the page, and we could already see some leads are already getting in here right now. It seems like it has about 418 leads already in here. If we go over to the leads section, we can then see all the leads that came in from the campaign that they pushed over from Mail Verify. We have the email addresses that are fully verified, the cities, and all the other columns that we uploaded into Mail Verify before. They're just going to push that over. Now, of course, you would clean this up before you go ahead and put this into Mail Verify, but this is showing you one of the best ways that you can go ahead and maximize your lead list in order to send to as many leads as possible. And this is going to be huge for people that are in a small total addressable market. So who is Mail Verify really for? I think this is going to work great for sales teams that have a small total addressable market and want to maximize their lead list by getting as many email addresses that they can send to, and then protecting their domain reputation by cleaning all these leads and still maximizing that list at the same time. But also, this is great for cold emailers who are sending out campaigns frequently, like weekly, daily, even monthly. If you're just cold emailing and you use tools like Reach Inbox, Instantly, or Smart Lead, this is going to save you a lot of time by just cleaning your list, getting the maximum amount from that lead list, and then pushing it right into your sending tool, right into your campaigns, and have it ready to go. If you're running cold email campaigns, Mail Verify is a solid option for you to clean and maximize your lead list, segment risk, and also import those leads directly into your cold email campaigns with one click from one platform. If you guys are interested in Mail Verify, go check it out down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.